By the way, I got something exciting to show you in the quick tent greenhouse. Moving on. Don't follow my lead on that one. It wasn't a big deal. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. And we're outside today, y'all. I was super excited. No, it's not warm, but the sun is out, which makes it feel warmer. It's like 40 something degrees out here today, but it's comfortable because the sun is out. So I figured we could do somewhat of a garden tour, just a look around the garden so you can see what the garden looks like in January. I also moved one of the seats over in the seating area because I have a Greenstalk that I purchased at the end of like fall and I never got it set up. And then I also got the newest color of the Greenstalk, which I think everybody's going to absolutely love. So I had to make space for it, and y'all know me, I'm always gonna make space. So if you remember, we had a long chair and they were turned the opposite way. So I moved that chair and we're gonna put two Greenstalks right here, or they're gonna go behind over on this side and I'm gonna move the chairs this way. I have not decided. What I decided is I didn't have anything where I was sitting and just looking at the Greenstalks over here and, you know, just this space over here. So I kind of like it this way, but I'm also thinking about the fact that those grapes are gonna grow back in, and I don't know if the two new Greenstalks will be shaded. So y'all remember I said I might get some more Greenstalks for this little space. I still haven't decided. I just think Greenstalks give me so much more space to grow, and I don't need a lot of space to put them in. And so I'm like, I could just put a whole bunch everywhere. Y'all know I was thinking about getting rid of my bags over here where I grow my tomatoes and my peppers on the Florida weave, but I think I have decided not to. I was thinking about taking these out because, true story, I could probably get two Greenstalks in this space. And those right there, but I decided, well, listen, I think I have decided not to do that. But like, I'm growing, what, 10 plants right there? I could grow way more plants in the Greenstalk. But I kind of like the way that it looks here. I haven't tried a Greenstalk in the space, so I might like the Greenstalk too. But okay, honest truth also, I was thinking that if I put a Greenstalk here, it could shade stuff behind it. Like when I had a Greenstalk right there, it was shading these plants back here. So I think I have decided against it. But I think it would be so pretty. It would be so much more color out here. But I think I've decided against it. Anyway, let me show y'all all this broccoli that's left. And let me be clear, we have been down in the 20s and the broccoli is still holding up and still producing. Slowly, but it is producing, y'all. This is green Goliath, and y'all would be proud that I have actually started to harvest this broccoli, and it's really good. It's just not growing the way I want it to. So like right here, this whole little space, I've harvested all of it, and I've basically just been sauteing it as if it is broccoli shoots, and it tastes good. Like I said, it's just not the size that I want it. So it's not a variety that I would grow again, but it's not a variety that I would like warn against. Very cold hardy and still tastes good. The other thing I want to show y'all is this is where I put that other chair, because sometimes it gets smelly in the chicken area, right? And so if you sitting over here, it's like hitting you in the nose. I can sit right here and get a full view, and I rarely walk that way if I'm honest, so it was a good place. Oh, other thing I have decided, I'm going to take the elderberry out of here and put it over here. So this is a bed that I just really haven't had a lot of success in, and I think the elderberry would do great. And I'm thinking that I will put some herbs around it. Herbs are pretty hardy. Elderberry, I think, is pretty hardy once it's grown. So we're gonna move the elderberry here and put some herbs around it. And that elderberry was growing like crazy last year, and it was all in the other beds, basically like the limbs were going everywhere. So I think giving it that space is a better option. So not right now, sometime early spring, we'll probably move that elderberry. Although it's probably better to do it now because it's dormant, but I'm gonna try to get it done before it comes out of dormancy. But that's a plan that I have. Oh, by the way, let me show y'all this first, and then I'm gonna tell y'all why I just said, oh, by the way. This garlic that I wasn't sure was rotting, starting to come up. There is another row right in this middle section. None of that has come up yet, but the 2 outside rows have already started to come up, y'all. So I'm sure we're gonna get some type of garlic harvest this year that I'm gonna be happy with between all of the places that I have put it. Anyway, I figured out what we're gonna do with the orchard area. I wasn't doing anything because I couldn't figure out what I was gonna do. What I'm gonna do is, that's an apple tree back there. You can kind of see it, but it's really mixed in with the grapevine. That apple tree is gonna come out. And then this is a peach tree that's also in with the grapevine, but also a very nice growing tree. So it also grows into this walkway. So that's gonna come out. We are gonna move a lot of this stuff back here. My son don't know it yet, but we're gonna move this stuff. And the trash cans are going to be placed around the garden to be used as trash cans at this point, because that's how my backyard gets messy. I have nowhere to put the stuff, so I just throw it right over there by the door of the fence, and then I never take it to the front. So they're gonna kind of be strategically placed so that I could throw things in the trash can. We could dump it just like we would do our trash can in the house. And this tote is going away. It has stinging nettle in it, but me and stinging nettle not friends anyway, y'all. And I know it's something that's good medicinally. And let's talk about that real quick too. When I started gardening, I wanted to do all the things. And I will say when I started homesteading, I wanted to do all the things that were considered homesteady, which one thing is using herbs medicinally, right? And I am not saying I'm not gonna do it, but I have to really do my research and really start to use them, right? I have anxiety. I've said that before. And so I'm making all of this stuff and I'm not using it. I'm making tinctures, I'm making all kinds of stuff and I'm not using it. So with the stinging nettle, it was very easy for me to get started, like from seed. And so when I feel comfortable, we'll start that kind of stuff up again. So the tote is going away. That's the leaves falling. I was about to say, what is that? The trash cans are going to be strategically placed and those 2 trees are going to go back here. So I don't think I have to get rid of my roses, which I'm pretty happy about. Now I am going to cut them way down though. I haven't cut them probably in 2 years just out of laziness. So I'm going to cut those way down. Those 2 trees will go back here. And then if you remember, we have a fig in a bag right here. I plan to get rid of all of these pots that you see around here. And they had herbs in them, things like hyssop and marshmallow, all of those things I started from seed and I didn't have a problem. So when I am ready to actually use medicinal herbs, I'll start those back up. But all of those are gonna go away. And then I'm gonna plant the fig over there in the ground. We already have a fig right here in the ground and it does die back. All the leaves die back, but the plant itself stays. Although I think I'm gonna cut this down a little bit too. We'll see. But yeah, the fig is gonna go in the ground over there. So I finally have a plan for the orchard area. And then that way the grapevine can do whatever the grapevine is gonna do, y'all. I still also never prune these trees. So gonna try to do that early spring. They say the best time to do it is fall and make sure that the plant is still dormant. So that's what I'm gonna do. So when we get a warm enough day, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Broke Farmer was working in his yard and he was moving trees and it like made me really get motivated and say, what are you gonna do with the orchard area? The trees produce, especially the peach trees, they produce really well. There's literally no reason for you not to figure this out so that you can keep them and so that they can have more space. And so those 2 trees are the only trees I'm gonna move. Pretty sure I can keep my roses, yay. And then all of those pots are gonna go away. But back out into the garden we go. So something I'm gonna start doing probably end of June is plants like this where you can clearly see that plant is dead. Even though it's still trying to grow side shoots and the bottom is fine, we are probably gonna start to take these types of plants out. But look, they're still growing side shoots. But at this point, we need to start getting ready for spring because I am planting a spring garden. The plants that pretty much they're dead, we're gonna go ahead and start taking them out. I said June, I meant January. At the end of January, we're gonna go ahead and start pulling those things out. By the way, Godzilla broccoli, y'all. I'm excited. Now, I just want to see how big it's going to get, but it is finally starting to produce a head for me. And the same thing with the DICICCOs, finally starting to produce heads for me in January. How cool is that, y'all? I'm super excited to see that they all did produce. Look at this one. I'm pretty sure this is a green magic, but look, very nice, right? I'm super excited. And I'm pretty sure this is one, yeah, that's in a bag with a second one, but the second one is not doing well. But it is producing something. So I probably will not plant 2 broccoli plants in one bag. I didn't do that on purpose, but when I noticed that it was there, I was like, I'll use it as a learning lesson, and I've learned not to put 2 broccoli in one bag. I also wanted to show y'all this. I think for the winter next year, I'm gonna stake all of my plants, and I'm telling you that because these plants were doing just fine until we had snow. The snow knocked them over, then it kind of messed up the stem. My plan next year is to make sure I stake anything that's especially at the top. It seems like it did it more at the top than at the bottom, which would make perfect sense because that's what part was getting the most snow. And I did start staking them at a point, but it was kind of late when I started to stake them. And then I also didn't stake them well because when I was having to stake them, it was cold outside. So just want to give y'all an update. This is a DICICCO. Trying to grow ahead. Same thing back here. If you remember, these plants were shaded by a Greenstalk, so they were a little bit behind already, but we got a lot of broccoli trying to produce over here in this bed too. I'm just leaving this stuff. Like I said, we're gonna start pulling the stuff that is clearly dead, but the stuff that's still trying to produce, we're gonna leave it. By the way, the collards they trying to grow, y'all, but they still look like leaves on the top of a stick. So those are the collards in that middle bed, but they are starting to grow again, so we love to see that. By the way, y'all, I ain't covering nothing. I ain't coming out here to open it. I'm not coming out here to close it. It's just not in my makeup, I guess. I'm just not gonna do it. It's cold and I'm not gonna do it. But the Brussels sprouts are still growing, so we're not gonna trip too much. And I ain't doing it with the citrus either. I'm not gonna tell y'all no untruths, but it is a good idea. If I was gonna come out here and do it, it would be a good idea. The green stalks are still looking really good. This onion one just make me smile every time I come out here. Now, keep in mind, I did say it was like really cold last night and it's still chilly today. So the soil is still frozen, which is probably why they are like bent over because they're not getting a lot of water. But look how thick they're getting. I'm super duper excited, y'all. This might be my garlic and onion year, and I am excited. And so now we're into winter and the green stalks are still looking good. I definitely feel like we good to go on 365 days a year growing in these in my area. Look at the celery, looks real good. I mean, everything is still growing in here. And come spring, I'm pretty positive that all of it is just gonna like take off. By the way, the broccoli heads are starting to show up in the green stalk too. These green stalks got planted out later than the actual garden did. But yeah, we're actually starting to see broccoli heads. These are kohlrabi, and there's one that's, yeah, right there, nicely bulbing. So I'm excited, y'all. There goes another broccoli head in this one. Now I will tell you that broccoli head look like it's probably getting ready to flower. But the point is, it's growing and we are smooth into winter. Also, I know I keep looking down. We have not got up the dog poop and I don't want to step in it. I got on regular shoes. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know this green stalk fell over. I was not mad because I had that green stalk further over and there is a whole slope. That was my own fault, but it did fall over, but nothing broke, nothing cracked. I was able to put it right back up. I was not upset. I know it was my fault because I'm always trying to do stuff the easiest way and the quickest way. And what I am going to do this year, I am going to get the pavers. Last year, I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to, so I didn't. But I am going to get the pavers. But yeah, that one did fall over on me, but I'm pretty sure it was my fault. The herb green stalk still looking real good. Look at all that yarrow in there, y'all. We're just gonna leave it because I just think it's pretty. But y'all remember, we harvested all of this parsley. It's just growing back. I mean, it looks so good. And look at this one down here. That one is getting huge. Also, that sage that I wasn't sure about, getting huge too. Whatever was right here, which I don't know what it was, that's pretty much dying. I'm pretty excited, y'all. I already did my quarter turn with these this morning, so let me try to put it back. All right, let's go into the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse. By the way, I got something exciting to show you in the Quick Tent greenhouse. The Quick Tent greenhouse that has been struggling because it does not get enough sun. I got something exciting to show y'all in there, but let's go into the Bootstrap Farmer one first, which, Let me tell you, when I finally put this plastic on this door, things started to grow much faster in here. And I do think I'm gonna go ahead and fertilize in here. I've never fertilized in here. I think I said I was, but I never did it. But once I put this plastic up, things started to grow better in here. And I think it's because, you know, air was coming through the door. I still don't regret this door. I think this door is so cute, y'all. Anyway, you can even see on your way in now. You know, when I used to do it, you come in, you see a little bit of green, but you can actually see like the plants growing now. Like, look at those bok choy, joy choy. I don't know which one they are, but look at them. Looking really, really good, y'all. They are. And even the kale back here. And remember I was saying I thought that we got less sun back here, and that may be true. I'm really not sure. The kale is looking good too. And y'all look at all of that garlic. Oh goodness. You know what I am noticing though is like little, like it's been pushed up. I wonder if the mole or the vole has been in here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The plants look really good. And I just don't see them eating garlic. So if they are in here, they aren't actually eating the garlic because the garlic looks really good in here. I'm excited. Oh. Plants not dead though. But I do feel like I should show y'all. But the plants aren't dead. They're still green. So moving on. We'll see how they are in the spring when we're no longer freezing. We'll see. We'll see. But let's go into this quick tent greenhouse because I got to show y'all something. Guess what? That is a broccoli head on that Godzilla broccoli. I'm excited. Now, the rest of the plants don't look that great, but that's okay. This Godzilla broccoli was in here long before the others, so it kind of makes sense that they would be behind. I'm just excited to see that we have a broccoli head coming in. And then look back here. These are kale. They were struggling, but we got nice sized leaves coming in on them. I don't want to harvest or anything right now just because I want to leave them alone, let them go ahead and grow. I can harvest some in like early spring when the sun comes out and the plants can get even more healthy. Well, not when the sun come out, when we're getting sun on this bed. Now I am taking out weeds and stuff if I see them. It's looking good, looking better. It's looking better, not good in here. See, these plants are getting better. This is a broccoli that's trying to head. Y'all see that? I thought this was a Brussels sprout. I don't think it is. I have no idea what that is. This is a Brussels sprout though. And then some more cabbage in there. Y'all want to know something? I never moved this stuff. You want to know why? Because for me and my gardening system, leaving it right there makes me less annoyed to have to come out here in the cold because I don't have to walk all the way in their area to the trash can that's over there, throw it to them, go back out. I don't have to do all of that. So I'm just leaving it right here. I can get around it. It's just me out here anyway. Nobody else is going to complain. And it makes me more apt to come and do it without frustration. And sometimes those are the things that you got to do in your garden to make you do what you need to do without frustration. Anyway, that's really all that's going on. Oh, the yellow Greenstalk over here, the lemon one, we have more garlic coming up in it. So that stuff is starting to show up where we had planted all of the different garlic varieties. We have some that's coming up. So I'm excited about that. I hope y'all can see this shadow. And look, you got some down there coming up too. I'm also gonna put them on pavers just because this is clearly a slope, y'all. So listen, until something happens, I don't do anything about it. But that one Greenstalk falling that was on the slope is making me say, go get pavers. And that's okay. It's just who I am. Up until now, these Greenstalks was fine. But no, seriously, I'm gonna get pavers for all of them come the spring, and then I'm gonna get them all on pavers. Don't follow my lead on that one. It wasn't a big deal to me though. But anyway, I just wanted to come out here, show y'all the garden. Let me pan for y'all real quick before we end this video. So that is the garden in July. Still producing food for us though. Like, it doesn't look great, but it's still producing food. I need to go close that greenhouse. Anyway. Yep, that's the garden, y'all. Let's go all the way around. Shallot Greenstalk looking good too. I forget to show y'all that. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all. I always forget to show y'all, eucalyptus still growing, actually sending out more shoots. So yeah, pretty happy about that. That's an Avigo self-watering planter too. So I like that for this, for sure. All right, bye y'all.